Purpose is defined as the reason for which something is done or created, or for which something exists. Something I have been grappling with for the last several months is purpose. If you'll recall, several weeks ago, I put up a video, I'll link it here, which talked about fear and talked about risk and how those two are very intertwined with each other. But what I want to get to the heart of, or the crux of, is what is purpose. I've been looking into what I do for a job and what I'm paid to do and what my purpose is with the organization as a whole and for the greater good of humanity. And I'm struggling or grappling with purpose. I understand that my job function is necessary and required for the overall good of the company, but individually speaking and holistically speaking, my purpose doesn't have a greater good, I feel, for my primary role of my business. That to me is a little bit disheartening. Maybe it hasn't been made clear to me. Maybe I haven't found the proper way to examine my job and to find out what my true purpose is there. But the feeling that I have currently is that my purpose there is to serve as a gear in the cog, in the wheel of the bigger organism that is our business and is our company. But purposefully what I do and how it has an impact down the line for me is of a greater mystery. Yes, what I do helps provide people money, it helps provide people jobs, it helps sales, it helps marketing, it helps other functions of the business, but outside of our business it doesn't really have a huge impact. And that's what I'm more concerned about, is what is my purpose. Kind of deep for a Saturday. Happy Saturday to you. It is June 17th, 2017. Happy Catcher Day for those of you who celebrate the day. Been very absent from the vlog lately, and here's my reason why. Number one, my job has been very, very busy. Not a lot of travel recently, which is kind of unusual. This is usually historically been a very heavy travel time for me. But I've been doing a lot of administrative work and a lot of office work lately, getting paperworking things up to speed, which again is making me question my purpose other than being administrative. The hobby job or my passion job, which I'm doing the consulting thing, is really going well, I feel, and has given me the exact recipe or answer to what I'm looking for purpose. I understand when I work there or when I volunteer there, I understand my purpose. I understand my impact. I understand the downstream effect of what I do. I understand how my job or my position there, my role there, has an impact on others. And I really understand that and I get that. And I want to capitalize on that. And I don't mean monetarily, but I mean I want to capitalize on that for me. And as I point to my chest, I've just realized now that yes, I'm wearing my Soylent Green shirt, yay, Soylent Green, but also I am sweaty because I did just get off the elliptical, did a 40-something minute elliptical run because I have not been very good. I've been kind of naughty. I'm very conflicted by my findings of my real job and my volunteer job, where the volunteer type work is much more clear. My role is undefined at this point in time there. I'm a consultant, I'm not an employee, so I don't really know where I fit in the hierarchy of things. But for what I do, for who I do it with, and our downstream effect, I get. On my paid role, part of a larger organism, much larger organism, both by dollar volume and by potentially employees. I don't know the full width and breadth of the other thing I do on the big scale. But on my job, it's a different organization, completely different type of work, completely different type of customer, different everything. And I still don't see high value in my downstream effect for my job. And that for me is what's causing me some conflict. I am able to now, in the dichotomy of Stephen, I am now able to feed myself one way with my work and fulfill myself another way with my consulting non-work work. Those two coupled together actually does give me a high level of fulfillment, but what it doesn't do is allow me to really capitalize on what is going to feed me. And again, I don't use capitalize in the monetary sense. I use that in the fulfillment sense, how it fulfills me as a human and as a Stephen. Anyway, deep dive on Saturday. We are T-minus 4 days from leaving for VidCon. VidCon! My children are very excited, pretty stoked about the opportunity to go out to California. They've never been. I used to live out there. We are flying in on Tuesday and going to spend pretty much the entire day just piddling around Southern California. We will go by my old apartment where I used to live down near Newport Beach. We will maybe go by the beach, go see a couple of the places I used to go and hang out, go to maybe a couple of restaurants that I used to frequent, assuming they're still there, which I'm assuming they still are because they were great. And just piddle around. I was married, in case you didn't know. I was married in California on a yacht. I will try to find a picture and put it here. If I do, I'll find a picture and plop it over here. If not, trust me, I was married in California. And so I have a lot of California ties and a lot of California memories, which were fantastic. Still a lot of friends that live out there. And it represents, for me in my life, a really good time. I really enjoyed California, compared to, say, Ohio, where I used to live also, which really wasn't my cup of tea. It wasn't Ohio. I think it was Stephen in Ohio at a certain age and a certain crossroads of my life. It was not a good fit for me. Cincinnati, for example, now might be different with kids and being 25 years later in my life. Maybe it'd be a different place for me to live, but 25, 27 years ago, it was not a happy place for me. So, done. What we are planning on doing is, my children have never been to a seminar or to a thing like VidCon, and I've been to several things like this, but not in this genre, but trade shows and other things where you have multiple tracks of things you can do. So at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Thursday, there might be 2, 3, 4 options of things to go and see, and I'm trying right now to go through all the tracks and sessions to see which we want to do. There are several family-friendly ones, which I'm very excited about seeing. Kind of family vlogging, how that dynamic works, how we can play off each other, and so on and so forth. There's also a couple of like women in vlogging, kids in vlogging type things, and how to monetize your channel and do all these different kinds of activities, which is kind of fun. We're also going to not be at VidCon every single day, and we're looking like we might go to Harry Potter World on Friday, which is up at Universal Studios. I've rented a house for us in Anaheim, got off of Airbnb, cool, in Anaheim, which is just 10 minutes from the venue for VidCon, 10 minutes from Disneyland. So it's centrally located for the majority of the week we're going to be there. But we're going to have to traverse out towards North Hollywood or Hollywood area to go to Universal Studios for Harry Potter World. So we're going to do that on one day. And then there's also a scheduled VidCon day at Disneyland on Sunday. I guess so we'll have a lot of VidConners or videoers or YouTubers out there on Sunday at Disneyland, which should be kind of fun, kind of a nice break. And we fly back on Monday night late from California. Kids are very excited about it. My daughter Cammie will be vlogging about it. I'll be vlogging about it. Kate's really not that into vlogging. She likes to watch vlogs and watch videos and watch YouTube, but as far as a creator or a content creator, not that big. She does have a couple of videos on her channel, but they are school type projects where they are doing a cooking thing, for example, where they do they take a country, or they take a cuisine, or they take an ethnicity, and they create a dish from that country or culture, and she uses that as part of her class, which is kind of cool. We didn't have that when I was a kid. We just had moms bake crap and bring it to us for school. Thanks, Mom. So obviously a brave new world for kids today, and able to do a lot of mixed media and different things for class, which is great. It kind of explores different realms and different ways of doing things for them, which I think is really pretty cool. In case you've ever wondered why I keep looking that way, that's out the front of my house. And we live on it's not a busy street at all, which is why sometimes people driving by, it's kind of like, huh, who's driving by? Today is Saturday. Today's a big lawn day, so a lot of the lawn services are driving by, and all that kind of good stuff. A lot of people out running, walking the dogs, having fun. It is a nice day today. It is about 85, 88 degrees here in North Texas, and I think it's kind of overcast. Yeah, so kind of overcast. So it's gonna be kind of muggy today, which is why I tend to work out inside and have a fan blowing on me while I'm doing that. Little die-cast Vornado fan, badass little fan blowing across me, so it kind of keeps me kind of cool. Yes, there's a fan in this room up in the ceiling, but it's 10 feet up, and it's just for moving a little bit of air. TMI. Okay, I'm going to go shower because I stink. Luckily, this communication does not have a smell-o-vision module, but I just did a long workout. I did a long workout, a pretty hard workout today, because I've been kind of slacking on things. And we'll see what the day holds. I think we're gonna have dinner this evening with my wife and my kids and my father-in-law for Father's Day. We will maybe have dinner this evening. As many of you know, and probably most of you don't, I lost my dad 7 years ago. It'll be 7 years ago this November. So I don't really have a Father's Day to spend with him physically, but anybody who's lost a parent will know that they're always kind of with you, and there's always that piece of them with you. So to all of those of us and you who have lost a dad or lost a father, just always keep them right here, keep them close to you there. And tomorrow's a day that you can celebrate the type of dad that you had, or type of father you had. Also, although not with us here in this world. That's it for now. A gamut video from Purpose to VidCon to Father's Day. I'll try to do a Father's Day video tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to try to do a video now, get back on more of a daily upload type thing, upload situation. I was going there for like 27 days in a row, 28 days in a row, whatever it was. And because of my job, and a little bit of travel that I did, created a little bit of extra work and things like that I couldn't avoid. And then the volunteer type work that I do has just not left me enough time in the day to take care of my work stuff, my volunteer type work, and my family all in the same realm. Something had to give, so that was you. My apologies for that. But I will be back later. This has been a long video, but I hope to be back later, either later on today or for sure tomorrow for Father's Day. Until then, have a great weekend. Be safe.